Hello, it's Teresa Conway-Hayes in Napa, Idaho, and thanks for joining me for Junk Journal January, day 19. Let me check the technology here real quick. I can already hear that I've got my audio on still, and I need to not do that. So audio off there, and let's see, what am I doing? I'm looking for YouTube. Yesterday the video kind of messed up, and I don't know if it's gonna right itself or what, but I'm perpetually live on YouTube now because of something that happened. I don't know what happened, but let's see. I was afraid that because that one, maybe I'm okay. Oh, that's the screenshot I've got. I just didn't name it right. I just named it Junk Journal January, and I didn't put day 18 or 19, I mean. Okay, well, it looks fine. I was a little worried about that. So let's go ahead and get started. As usual, I go to plan out my layout and then I just do it, and then I'm like, oh great, now I don't have anything to demonstrate. So I just don't know what a happy medium is there, because it does take me a little bit to think. I mean, I can't just go real quick like Meg Journals does or some of the other folks. I just have to think about it. I don't know, maybe it goes faster than I realize. But this yesterday was a 2-page spread. So I had my regular page, and then I added a page, and so it almost looks like a 2.5-page spread. So maybe I should say 2.5-page spread. But let's see, yeah, that was the 18th, and 18th was maps, and nowhere on here does it say maps, so we need that on here somewhere. And what should I do it with? I think I will do it with I want to do something different. Let's do this. It's a very short word, it won't take long. So first we're going to finish day 18. So we're going to use the alphabet stamp set, and we're going to grab M, A, N, O, P, P, S. We need a stamp block. And some ink. You know, I don't see anything happening. Maybe I hit pause or something. Okay, I think I see something happening now. Sometimes I feel like I'm regressing when I think about learning this stuff. So we're going to stamp the letter M. And where do we want to do that? How about right here? M, A, no, yes, P. I feel like I'm doing the Mickey Mouse song for some reason. Why? Because we like you. Did I just age myself? S. There we go. Maps. Okay. Lid on the ink before I make a mess. Stamps put away before I lose them. And now the 18th is done. So yesterday I wasn't ready to journal, so I did finish the journaling. I just put the verse from Ecclesiastes 11:10. Therefore remove sorrow from thy heart and put away evil from thy flesh, for childhood and youth are vanity. So this verse makes me think of the fact that I have a hard time deciding what the line is between speaking up, which some people might say that is a bit of immaturity because you're getting grumpy or something like that, and the other side of the line where you need to speak up and not let people get away with being jerks. So that happened on another YouTube channel. A person was using what they perceive to be their own tragedy, and it may be well and good, a real tragedy in their life, but a YouTube channel where somebody is trying to talk about peace and tranquility and happiness and, you know, positivity, affirmation, things like that, is not a place to say, oh, I don't think you should put that down because I've got a rough life and I can't be thankful for my journey. Well, I call baloney on that. We can be thankful for everything. And the person doesn't happen to agree with me. And I said that, you know, that you can, and she doesn't agree with me. I'm guessing it's a woman. I don't know. Nowadays, it's kind of hard to tell. You know, she spoke her opinion, and she was saying how she was quiet up until then, and I was like, well, why do you wait till you have something negative to say to talk? And so I just spoke up politely and straightforward that you can be thankful for everything, and she took offense at that. So, you know, that's her problem. That's not mine. And I personally believe that we need to speak up more. We need to speak up for truth. We need to speak up for what is right. And maybe even speak up for others when they're just, you know, walking down the street and not hurting anybody or doing anything wrong, and somebody's got to be mean to them. I call it being a troll on the internet, and I call it bullying. And I don't have a lot of patience for either one of those things. So back to this verse, I just have to try to keep on the line of not being childish and giving into my flesh, but at the same time speaking up for what is right. That can be a challenge sometimes. So let's go ahead and move over to here. On the other side of our charms. Charms aren't part of this. And this is for day 19. And so for day 19, I already had a pocket in here, but I took my label machine and I wrote what the prompt is, hand lettered, and I already had a journal card in here that I distressed a bit, and it has a quote. It has a quote by Mandela on the front. It always seems impossible until it is done. And then one from an unknown source. One day she decided to stop letting her fear hold her back and choose to live bravely. From then on, she flew. And when I stand up for people, I feel like I'm choosing to live bravery. Trying to keep in mind that I need to do it with the right spirit and not to just be a bully back. And then the next one is, strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from, oh boy, can't say that word, indomitable will. And that's from Gandhi. So we don't have to be a tough guy to be strong. We just need to have the frame of mind to stand up for what is right, no matter what the consequences are. And if we get knocked down because of it, then we just need to get back up as much as we can. So I feel like I'm on a podium here, and I'm going to step off. Today's the 19th, so I stamped the 19th. I did some alcohol because this is a vellum page. I love to do the alcohol ink with the alcohol on the vellum. And then I just stamped some stamps from the Ranunculus Rose stamp set right here. So I used the rose for heat embossing with gold, and then I use the script because I love this stamp. I love the script. I love this stamp. I love that stamp. Yeah, I just love the whole set. Sorry, I hit the camera. So yeah, that's in gold embossing. And that's what I've got for this page. This is about what I like to do, is almost have everything covered, but not quite. I'm not real big on clutter. Okay, so did I check that off? Hand lettered. Nope, I didn't check that off. Tomorrow is texture. Tomorrow would be a good time to use the embossing paste, but I think it's out in the outside storage right now, and it did start snowing this morning, so that sounds like a cold endeavor to go out. So I've got like a chest outside that's covered by a barbecue cover to keep any rain and moisture out, and I put my crafting supplies that I'm not using, like, you know, extra glue and extra paper and stuff like that out there. And I don't use the embossing paste a lot, but I feel like it should be in here, so I'm gonna have to give another look and see if I can find it in here, because that's a great way to put some texture on some paper, is the embossing paste. All right, so I have been yakking for 13 minutes, and I don't have a lot to yak about anymore, except I was working on, this is my ephemera box. Some of it is ephemera I'm working on, and some of it is ephemera that is done, but it's ephemera that is bulky, so it's hard to find a place to store it. So one bulky thing is these little dangles that I did the other day. I feel like they need something more too. I feel like they need a focal point, like a flower. A flower would be good. Just put a big old flower on them. That's a good idea. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Or I could just leave them plain and put a that's what I'll do. I'll leave them plain, and then I'll just add focal points on them as I'm using them in a journal, so that I can tailor them more to what it is I'm doing. Some of this stuff is ready. This is just journaling paper for it to go in a pocket somewhere. Most of this is stuff that is ready. Like this is ready. This is a little paper clip. It's holding on to something right there. And it could hang, or it could be glued or whatever, but it's kind of fun. So what I was doing recently was paper snips. I had to think of what the word was. And these are kind of cool because you can do them and then you can roll them up and have them ready for later. So I worked on it in 2 steps. So I did this piece first, and then I did this piece. And so if I do more before, I can take another piece. I just glue it on the bottom there and start working on another piece. Now ideally this is going to be receipt paper that not receipt paper, calculator paper that I've used, but when I had the idea I only had used a little bit, so that's okay. I'm not going to be held up because it's not true garbage at that point, but I do need to remember to hold on to my calculator paper when I'm done with it, so that I can repurpose it in its true garbage, and then it's more rewarding to use this stuff a second time. So that's that. I did decide to change my plan for my idea book. This is now going to be my idea book. I don't know how I'm going to decorate it in the front yet, but this was a happy planner that I was using and decided I just want to do digital planning. And so I took the pictures from the calendar that I was going to use for the idea book, and I put them in this book. And so I'll be covering June up eventually when I get something to cover it up with. And so this is kind of like adding a signature right here. So it's kind of like each index page is gonna have a signature on it, I think. So I took 3 pages and I hinged them and glued them on here. Not really sure what I did there. This one is marked pages because these are pages that have a pocket on them. These are some pages that are already prepared with some pocket techniques. It just fits into the pocket easier this way if I turn it around, so that's why I turned it around. So we've got some empty pages here to add some pockets onto or something. These have pockets paper clipped to them, and I write notes on them. Like this is called a, can you see that? This is called Crafty Arena Pockets. I think I said that right. This one, let's see, this one I think, no, goes with this piece here. Yeah. So you fold a page in half and glue in the middle, and then you could stitch around the sides, and then I put paper clip together, ink all punch a hole here. So glue pages together for thickness. Those are just notes that I did for, so that I can try and remember what I did when I'm ready to do this. This one says big page pockets. So this would have ink and sew, it says. So you would ink it everywhere, and then you would sew it, and then you would have 1, 2, 3 pockets, 4 if you make this part here into a pocket. But anyways, that's what I got going on there. And then I just have some more here. This was from, what is today? Today's Thursday. Tomorrow is Roxy's weekly challenge, so I'll be doing that. This was week 2, Roxy's weekly challenge, week 2, large pockets. And it actually had another name to it too, and I think it was called like floating flowers or something like that. So I have 2 here, one that I've mounted, and her idea of a good time for this one was to staple the sides, which was a different concept. And so I did staple these, and so it could be glued right onto the page and then just have a pocket, or can paper clip it in there and then have a journaling spot on the back. So that's why I've got 2 here. And then this was just another idea that I saw somewhere. It'll be interesting to see how I design to hold on to these things. Right now I'm just kind of winging it. Just trying to get the foundation of things going on, and then I will create more as I go. So I'm liking better how this is turning out. Another thing I can do is I do have the punch for an arc binder, so I can also do pages, and I can punch them and put them in here with the discs. I think the hole punch is either in the big storage or it's in the outside storage in the chest, but it's somewhere. Some of these things I may not get around to doing until warmer weather, because I'm a wimp. So that's how my idea book is progressing. And I got a couple other things that I'm working on. This one I was working on the other day, and I started doing something with the cover. I think I even started doing something on the inside. Yeah, I did a scrappy strip right here. But I want to switch gears if I can, and I want to start using Scrimping Mommy's lilac kit, I think it's called. Let me see. I think I have the kit in here. Maybe not. Okay, I don't see it in here. Ooh, there's my tissue paper. I need to put that somewhere else. Because every time I want it, I can't think of where it's at. Where I've reorganized it at. See if it's right here. I thought I might have combined the kits, but nope, I didn't combine the kits. Well, phooey. This is the kit for the vintage seamstress that I kind of have gone into procrastination mode on. I've done some with it. I've got some of the ephemera ready, and I've got some of the folio done, but I kind of went into procrastination on that one. So that's weird that I can't find the lilac kit. I mean, it's all printed out. Ooh, that, maybe it's printed out with, because it's ephemera. Maybe it's in the ephemera to work on. Not seeing it. Gotta be around here somewhere though. I work really hard to try and organize things so that I know where they're at, but it just doesn't always come together. Well, phooey. I'm not gonna find it. It's cute. Go to Scrimping Mommy, watch her YouTube videos, and take a look at her Facebook page. Her stuff is cute, and I will find it later, and I will continue to think about using this for that, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. This is a retired mini catalog from Stampin' Up that I'm oh, what's the word when you turn garbage into something fun? Repurposing. That I'm repurposing. This was just me using wow, that's upside down. Oh no, it's not upside down. This paper is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this paper is so pretty. So I just wanted to do something with this paper, and I've cut out a lot of these flowers for ephemera, and then I made a card with it. Isn't that pretty on the inside? It looks kind of like lace. Got a shadow there. It's kind of hard to show it. I'll get shadows this time of night. This paper is just gorgeous. This is free paper too, by the way. This is a celebration item. So if you spend $50 or more, you can get this paper free. Yep. And keep in mind that my links to everything, social media, online store, all of that is in my description. If I talk about somebody else's stuff like Scrimping Mommy, that's going to be in the description. I mentioned Roxy's weekly challenge, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll probably be putting that one in the description for the rest of the year on that one. Junk Journal January tag goes in every description until January's up, and then other people like Scrimping Mommy, as I mentioned them in the videos. So I will try to keep these things organized in that sense, so that if I talk about something and you're interested in it, you'll know where to go find it. So as always, please feel free to like the video if you liked it, to comment if you have any comments whatsoever. If they're too abusive, I'll have to deal with that, but hopefully you're just happy and having a good day, and we will see you again on the next video. Talk to you later.